Here we have the daily price chart for Chewy Incorporated, stock ticker CHWY. So as we can see here, the stock is starting to find some footing here and move in the upside direction. A lot of this activity is occurring right at prior support levels that we were expecting to see unfold here. If you look at my prior videos on Chewy, I clearly defined this recent price move to the top side as the major trend trajectory that was likely to influence prices. And as we can see here, the stock has found support right at the 78.6% retracement that was outlined in the previous video. I've moved this arrow a bit here to sort of outline the most recent price low, but previously we were looking at this 78.6% Fibonacci retracement, which came in right at 1975. As we can see here, this is the actual price low that came in during the August 5 trading session. So once again, these chart analysis strategies are unfolding in ways that are exactly as predicted. I mean, this is to the penny, so it's a little bit difficult to get more accurate than that. So as we can see here, this price movement has been substantial on these shorter term time frames. If we drill in here a bit, we can see that the price movements have been fairly strong to the top side. We've seen very few instances of negative closing periods. We did see one during the August 7 trading period and then again during the August 12 trading period. But for the most part, this price action has been fairly strong in its upward price movements. So as we can see, this reversal point was able to unfold even though the share price itself moved below the exponential moving average cluster. So this is another factor that makes it a bit more difficult to predict a circumstance like this. But as we can see here, these prior price levels were outlined and they did actually catch the exact bottom for the stock. So even though we did see a break below the exponential moving average cluster, this would have to be considered a false break to the downside, given the fact that prices did quickly reverse from here, and we actually closed higher on the day. This is a very strong green candle. If you look at the majority of the green candles on this chart, most of them are not this size. There are some that are larger, but for the most part, you don't see candles that are this size. So even though we were trending lower during this period of time, as we can see here, share prices did reverse quite quickly, and this does suggest that this 1975 area was the true level to be watching on the downside and was the perfect entry point for new trading positions. So I do suggest people check out the prior video to confirm that this was actually the price level that was being discussed. So as we can see here, this upward price movement has now been forceful enough to break back above this exponential moving average cluster. This is significant, remember, because this is the daily chart. So these are daily moving averages. Yellow line is the 20-day, orange is 50-day, blue is 200-day, and the purple is the 100-day exponential moving average. So as we're seeing here, we're starting to also see a bit of a moving average crossover here to the top side. It's sort of newly developing. We can see that the 100-day EMA is now starting to cross back above the 200-day EMA, which is a bullish signal. Those are longer-term moving averages. So these are important trend moves here higher, and this does suggest that this was a very strong footing here, even though we did break through the exponential moving average cluster, and we did break through that psychological level, which came in at the $20 handle. So, for the most part, this is probably not a move that would have been predicted by most people, but we were actually able to catch the dead bottom here. So, as things currently stand, what we're looking at currently, we have just overcome some shorter term, more minor resistance, which was seen at 26, 27. We have broken above here and closed above here on a daily basis. So that is positive. From here, the next level that I would be watching to the top side comes in at 28.16. This is the price high from the July 16 trading session. So if we do see a break above here, this would be a very bullish event because you've got a huge amount of upside here. You've got a lot of space here that doesn't really include much of a technical resistance pattern on any type of analysis. You don't have any moving averages up here on the daily time frame. You don't have any significant Fibonacci zones up here. There are no historical support zones really. What you do have is this major spike high here, which was a serious reversal, remember. But other than that, there's not much here that would be inhibiting price action from moving forward. So this reversal point here was a critical reversal, And at this point, all we really need to be doing is looking at whether or not share prices are able to break above these prior resistance zones and close above those levels. So we're not currently, we did close above this more minor 26-27 level. Again, this would be the July 26 high. We did manage to close above there, so that is encouraging. But the real level that I'm watching here does come in at this 28.16 mark. If we're able to break above here, I think that it's a very fair, fairly easy move back above the $30 handle. And that would be a very significant reversal here in a very short period of time. Remember, you were recently dealing with a stock that was below $20 per share. So a move back above $30 is a very significant price move, given the fact that we're talking about, well under 1 month in trading. So obviously we're not there yet. We do need to see what occurs with the stock as we move into this 28.16 level. But I do believe that a break above here would be a very bullish event, and it would allow the stock to sort of carve out a higher foothold going forward. And I think that we would start to see support levels develop at higher and higher levels. I don't think I mentioned the activity here in the indicator reading, which is also bullish. I forgot to mention this. We were seeing some prior downtrend momentum. A lot of this downside momentum really came as a result of this move from the spike high. So it was a bit of an anomaly here and a bit of a strange price movement that was sort of orchestrating a lot of this downside trading momentum. However, we can see here that this trend movement has now broken. So we have broken above that trend line, which means that we've closed that trend. The trend is over at this point, the negative trend in share price momentum. And then in addition to that, we've also crossed above the exponential moving average for the relative strength index itself. So we've got more than one technical signal here just on the indicator reading itself, which does suggest that share prices are likely to maintain this higher footing and continue to move higher. So we did not actually see share prices move into oversold territory. We're currently closer to overbought territory than oversold. So this is not totally surprising. We are coming into a near-term resistance level here. But there is still room here to extend to the top side, given the fact that we're looking at a relative strength index reading that's roughly 62.6 on the daily charts. So here's the current market update for Chewy Incorporated, stock ticker CHWY. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market, lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.